Hello everyone, my name is Scotty Logue. I am a forager, among other things. I am an avid mushroom hunter. I wanted to make a video that might be able to help some other people, and maybe in the future continue making videos, because I'm getting very good and knowledgeable with foraging and more specifically mushrooms of all kinds. And today I'm at one of my favorite spots in Southeastern Virginia, where I know a lot of lion's mane has been growing. Lion's mane grows very good down here. It's been pretty warm down here this week. It's hit in 80s a couple times. I did leave some lion's mane here last week. I was in here, I found some little ones that were just starting. I left them to go. If they don't get too big, I usually leave them. It's rather just leave them there, let them spore out than take tiny ones. So we're going to check my spots, see what we can find. I saw one on the way in when I was driving. I saw one in someone's tree in their front yard. Obviously, I'm not going to stop and take that, but yeah, there's very beneficial mushrooms growing right in people's yards and they don't even know it. So we're going to head out and see what we can find. So I left this one here last week. This one's pretty close to like where a lot of people usually are. I wasn't sure if it was gonna stay or not. I didn't know if somebody else would have came in here and saw it, knowing what it was. Nobody did. It didn't really get much bigger. This coffee cup reference here, that's too small for me, and now it's definitely too old and it's brown. So that one's passed. It was never going to be big enough for me to take anyway. There is something growing here. I'm not sure if that's a new one. It doesn't have any hairs on it. That could very well be something completely different, or it might be just one that's just starting, like today, last night, or the night before. But yeah, I got some other spots. So squirrels are over there mocking me a little bit. I did just check another one of my spots, and I did leave one there last week, and it is gone now. So I mean, it is a pretty public area. A lot of people come here and hike and jog. It's a nice park. It's a nice place out of the city to get some exercise, So, it could be just because how warm it's been. Lion's mane doesn't seem to like temperatures in the 80s at all. So it has been warm this weekend. There's still a few more spots. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find more. I seem to find another spot every time I come here. Just keep my eyes open. You got to look. I mean, they'll grow way up into a tree to the point where you can't reach it, but it's still cool just to find them, But I've been finding a lot of other things throughout here. A lot of oysters, a lot of fly agaric. What else did I find last week? Turkey tails. Lots of cool stuff going on. I also did find destroying angel, which will kill you. So a lot of interesting specimens out here in southeastern Virginia right now. I believe this is the Amanita polypyramis. Last week when I was here, coffee cup for reference size, this thing is absolutely huge, right? My hand, huge. Last week when I was out here, these things were, didn't mean to do that. These things were everywhere. Now with the higher temps, seems like they're dying. I've seen a lot of them that are mushed up and falling apart and rotten. A bit too warm out here. Squirrel just scared me a little bit. They're following me around. A lot of acorns this year down here. Just want to say that I don't know much about that Amanita polypyramis. Couldn't find a lot of research done on it. I don't believe it's toxic, but I don't think it's edible either. So that's not what you want to eat. You will see them a lot down here. So they're cool. When they're young, they look like they got little styrofoam dots on them. I just spotted one off the trail I was walking on. It's definitely too small, but there might be bigger ones around. Here. Yeah, little guy. It is turning brown too from all the high temperatures. You see, tiny, but still cool. This is always a spot I'll come back to and check. I don't see any others around though. It's been so warm this past weekend, beginning of this week here. Last week when I was here, I was finding stuff everywhere. And this week, today, I'm not finding nothing. A lot of old stuff. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's been in the highs of the lower 80s last week. I mean, we were in the upper 60s during the day, about the upper 40s during the night. So it's unfortunate, but the good thing is when it does cool back down, and it will very soon, they'll start growing again, and they'll find them on the same trees in the same spots. So it's no big deal. It's still cool just to come out and enjoy the walk. Another example of what I've been talking about. This was, I mean, it is oyster mushrooms, but it's obviously well past prime, very dried and gone, long gone, too hot. Here's one of the logs we have found it in before. We left some here last week. I think I see some. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So, yeah, it's rotted. But that last week, I mean, I can't fit my fingers in there. It's too small anyway. But that was lion's mane. It's pretty mushy now. I find it in cracks like that a lot. There was more here underneath the log down there. You can see the white. That was also a little one growing. Now, I'm not a doctor, obviously. I cannot give any medical advice. If I keep making videos like this, I'll have to probably keep saying that. I'm not giving anybody medical advice. But I do take these medicinally. I have been taking them for 3 years now, and they've been very beneficial for me. I have tried eating them, like cooking them, eating them. A lot of people do that. I personally don't like the texture of them. I made them good one time, and I'd much rather just dry them, dehydrate them, and grind it into a powder for tea, or you can even get empty pill capsules, which I do. And I make little lion's mane pills that you could take every morning. I try to take them every morning if I can remember, and I give a lot of it out. I don't sell nothing. I just check the weather, and today's actually the last of the really warm days. Tomorrow's supposed to be back in the 60s, so, and it's supposed to rain this week. So after it rains, I bet it'll be loaded again. But sadly today, haven't found nothing good yet. Got a lot of old stuff on this one. These are old oysters that have just gotten too hot and are rotting. They get really gross when they get old. Real old, they get mushy. This is a new cluster of oysters that probably ain't gonna get too big unless it gets cools down and rains. So they might do okay. That's literally some baby ones. They're just starting. So these ones might actually do okay if the temperature drops tomorrow. I got some turkey tails down here. Those are fresh. I'll pick one. People mess these up. There's not enough here for me to really take home, but you gotta be careful. Oh, see, those are fake turkey tails. Those aren't turkey tails. They look like it, but they are not turkey tails. They are false turkey tails. I can explain that in another video someday. And then here is lion's mane. All really small though. This is too small for me to take. Way too small. So the reason I don't take really small lion's mane like that is because when I dehydrate them, they shrink a lot. Those things are full of moisture. They take a long time to dehydrate. It's like an all-day thing, and
Those little ones like that, you wouldn't have much of anything left. I'd much rather leave them. You know, they might get bigger. They're in a little shady spot there. It's supposed to cool down, rain. They might get bigger, or they'll spore out and make more. But I don't need them. They're too small for me to take. Lion's mane's kind of like fishing. You know, you don't want to take all the little fish, because someday they'll be big fish, or you know, they can make more fish, I guess, in a way. Well, I am at about the end of the trail here, so looks like I'm not bringing anything home today, but that's okay. Kind of figured it was going to be a one day. It's just not getting cool enough, but I'm willing to bet next weekend or next week there'll be a lot more stuff going on out here. But I still got to walk in for today. Got to watch about 100 different squirrels collect acorns, and had a good time. You know, always have a good time out here in the woods. So I'll maybe keep doing these, make more videos, try to help educate people, maybe get more in depth with them in the future. But thank you all, and hope to see you soon.